used to be pre-trib at one time, but now you say that's not the way.
I guess the first scripture that really stopped me dead in my tracks was Matthew chapter 24. Of course, Matthew 24 is the most famous prophecy chapter of the entire Bible, spoken by Jesus Christ himself. But I came to verse number 29. And it said, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, the moon will not give her light, the stars will fall from heaven, and then shall appear the sign of the coming of the Son of Man, and he will send his angels with the sound of a great trumpet, and gather his elect from the four corners of the heavens. And I said, now wait, it says right here, immediately after the tribulation, he'll send his angels at the sound of a great trumpet, the last trumpet, he'll send his angels to gather his elect. Well, then I looked further. I went to Revelation chapter number 20, verse 4 and 5, and it says there, I saw those that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus. They would not worship the beast. They would not take his mark. They did not receive his number. And these lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. This is the first resurrection. Well, I've been preaching all my life that there was a resurrection 7 years before this, but here these people that have been through the Great Tribulation, refused the mark of the beast, when they're resurrected, it said, this is the first resurrection. I thought, wonder what my resurrection is that I'm preaching 7 years before the first one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't answer that question. I've yet to find one person that can answer that question and still defend a pre-trib rapture. Well, finally, the next one was, there's so many, but this is one more that we'll mention here, and that's 2 Thessalonians chapter number 2, verse 1 through 3. There were people there that were teaching that the second coming of Christ was imminent. The doctrine of imminency, in other words, which most people claim to hold and that you should hold. Anyway, that's what they were preaching. So the Apostle Paul knew that was not true. So he writes them a letter, and he says to them, I beseech you by the coming of the Lord and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as though the day of Christ is at hand. That day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. I said, now wait. I've been taught all my life that the man of sin cannot be revealed until the rapture takes place. Here it says the rapture can't take place until the man of sin is revealed. It's exactly opposite what I've been taught all my life. So I've got this horrible dilemma again. Do I hold on to the Bible? Do I hold on to my theology? Well, my theology had to go. And, that's a traumatic thing, Vince, when we've been taught something all of our life, and I preached it. I preached it adamantly from the pulpit. Scare people in the altar. The Lord's going to come before midnight tonight. We're going to have a countdown right now. And so consequently, that's when I had to really seriously, and we just hit some surface issues here, but those are three specific incidents in the Bible that say absolutely, irrefutably, that the church will not be raptured.